fishing, I'm going fishing. All right, it is 33 degrees and I'm heading over to Cedar Lake. It was 75 degrees yesterday. So obviously we had a big cold front that came through probably about 5:30 or so yesterday. There was a pretty strong front that moved through and had heavy wind. We had hail, a lot of rain, possible tornadoes, and down in Poplar Bluff and Dexter area, but they were radar indicated, so I'm not quite sure if there was actual on the ground funnel. Winds blowing 10 to 15, 10 to 20 out of the north. It's sunny out, so that's gonna help, but it's chilly. I got the day off, gotta go when you can go. Standing here on the boat ramp at Cedar, getting ready to put in. Water's up quite a bit. There's a fish that just jumped. It's stained, but it's not too bad really. The sun's out, it's cold, it's 33 degrees. You got a northwest wind, like 10 to 20. Sunny, stained conditions. I don't know what the water temperature is. I'll let you know here in a minute, but I'm gonna go run up north and look at some stuff. I'm the only person in the in the parking lot. Bunch of wussies. Man, it is cold out here. Some clouds popped up and the sun disappeared. And all right, I'm down here in the east arm and the water temperature is 49.3. It's heavily stained, and I'm going to try to fish in an area that I've never fished in before. Okay, I made it back into an area, kind of a little secretive. Snuck back in here. I'm going to check it out. Never been in here before. We will see what happens. Caught me a pretty nice one.
Another pretty nice fish. I'm just throwing this little speed crawl. I think these fish are kind of sitting up on beds. Okay, so all I'm doing, I'm fishing shallow grass, and well, actually it's about 8 foot deep. And I found a little group of fish sitting out in this grass, and I kind of backed off, and I'm just throwing a little speed crawl on a 1/4 ounce weight, 3/0 hook, 15-pound test, and a 7'4" heavy rod. And they're just picking it up, really. I've caught a couple small ones, and I feel a little tick, but the bigger ones are just picking it up and swimming off with it. So you got to really pay attention. Well, I just broke a big fish off, and it was my fault because I haven't retied in a long time. So I'm going to retie. Look how white that fish is.
Well, I fished Cedar Lake today. Started out pretty cold. It was about 30 degrees air temperature, and the sun was shining, but it ended up kind of being partly sunny, partly cloudy, mostly sunny, mostly cloudy. I think it was, I'd call it partly cloudy, but mostly sunny is what I would call it. Winds were north, probably 10 miles an hour, I guess. The water was pretty heavily stained, and I found temperatures to be 48 to mid 49 and a half. I did find 50.2 later on in the afternoon. So I've been catching my fish on just kind of in main lake little pockets, and today I fished kind of a little sneaky place. You could call it a pocket. I guess you could call it a canal pocket, but mainly I've been catching fish on soft plastics. You know, one I like to throw a lot is just a little speed crawl. It's a really small bait, and I will put this on a 3/0 wide gap hook, a lot of times with just a 1/4 ounce weight. I'm fishing it on, I like to fish it on 15-pound fluoro if I can, but today I had to go up to 20 because the fluoro that I had, I guess, was bad. I don't know. I broke off 2 big fish today on the same rod, same setup. So when I lost that second fish, I just, that was it. I threw the rod on the deck and never picked it back up, and went to my football jig rod, which has 20-pound test. And you can't, it's okay, it works. It gets the job done. You're not going to break it off. And the other bait is just this little slim paca crawl. It's got a little more action though. It's got quite a bit more action. So when the water's a little bit warmer, I'll throw this around. But lately it's been up and down, up and down. The water's been high. It went up again last night. We had a pretty nasty little storm system came through and dumped some rain and hail and sleet and wind. So the pattern around here has just been a few days of stable weather, and then a system will come in. a few days of stable weather and the system will come in. So the water's been up and it'll fall just a little bit and then it comes back up. But it's been muddy to heavily stained for, seems like about a month. And then the water temperatures are just, they're hovering around 48 to 49 degrees. It's been like that for quite a while. So the fish are just, they're kind of, I guess they're staging. They're kind of holding. They'll pull up shallow. I've been catching some fish shallow, but it's not where you can just go down the bank with a spinnerbait or a chatterbait or something moving and just start catching the fish. They're not there yet. When that water gets up in the 50s, low 50s, you're going to start seeing that happen quick because they're ready. They just need some warm nights and a little bit of stable weather, and it's time. I mean, it's first week in April, and the fish they're ready to get up there shallow and do what they got to do. So when we get some stable weather, which I'm hoping in about a week it's going to happen, the fish are going to move up and it's going to be on big time. So I will keep you posted on that. Thanks for watching my videos. I really appreciate the comments. I've gotten quite a few comments lately. It means a lot to me. I really enjoy reading them. If you have any questions or really any questions about anything, just let me know. If you got questions about the lakes I fish, where's the best boat ramp, some areas to try maybe, just get back with me and I'll see what I can do. And hit like and subscribe on the channel too if you don't mind. So, till next time.